Yo, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy Spino, and we're back with our Minecraft video. And, we're gonna be ranking all the Minecraft foods today. Yeah, all of them. So, this video, I want to rank every individual food. Like, look at all this. We got the growables, like, things like bread, and carrots, and kelp. I guess it's kind of a food. And you got the meats, and then you got the special items, which I'll go over at the end. So make sure you guys watch the end. But before I start this video, click that subscribe button. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just click it. I don't know. You guys know if it turns, if you click it, it goes from red and it turns gray. Oh my gosh, that's like such a great a video hack. But you know, if you also click the like button, it turns blue. Oh my gosh. So smash that like button, hit that subscribe button for more content. I just broke some stuff, but I don't care. We're gonna get right into the video. So let's go right now. Okay, so the first Minecraft food we're starting off with is the apple. And I think it's a pretty solid C tier item. And here's my reasoning. Apples are quite hard to come by unless you have a villager or you have a lot of them from tree chopping. They're not easy, and carrots, well, worse. They're way easier to get. Bread heals just as much, and other things are just better than apples. So that's why apple is a C tier item. Okay, so next we got the baked potato, and I think the potatoes are gonna go into A tier because they're good, they're slightly better than apples, but they're way easier to farm, and you just have to put a normal potato into a furnace or a smoker. So yeah, they're not hard to get. They're quite accessible, and all you really need is a potato farm. So yeah, that's why potato is tier A. Okay, so next on the tier list is bread. Now, bread is a pretty standard food, and I think it should go B tier, because it's quite easy to farm. Almost every player can farm it. Wheat seeds are super common, and not only that, but it's also quite good. It heals just as much as a potato, it's just harder to farm, because you need 3 of them each. You can also trade it with a villager. Okay, so next is the carrot. I think the carrot is definitely a C tier item. And while yes, you can make it into golden carrots, it's way better if you trade with a villager, and carrots aren't bad, but they don't heal as much as an apple or bread or baked potato. So I think carrots are a good C tier item. They're also kind of rare, unless you find a village or kill a zombie and get one. Now the cookie, let's be honest, okay? Let's just be honest. The cookies are crap. If you eat cookies, I'm sorry, but you're not that good at Minecraft. I'm really sorry, but cookies are definitely an F tier item. They just suck in general. So, and I think while we're at it, we can just put melon slices in here too. Yeah, melon slices suck just as hard as cookies. Quite bad in general. So, I know you get way more. Cookies are definitely worse than melons, but melons are just bad. Okay, so next on our list is the potato. Definitely. I know you can make it to baked potato, which happens to be an A tier item, but potatoes on their own, they only heal half a hunger point. Let's be honest, and while they are easy to farm, they just suck on their own. So unless you're smelting them up into baked potatoes, potatoes suck. Now, pumpkin pie is actually a really good food, and it's definitely underused. All of the materials necessary for pumpkin pie, pumpkin, sugar, and eggs are all farmable, and it can all be automated. So it definitely goes up here. Now, getting a pumpkin can be hard for some people, but it definitely is a very good food source. Heals up 8 points of hunger, which is 4 hunger bars. So that's why it is S tier. and we will move on to our next 8. Okay, so we're on to our last batch on the vegetable section, and we start off with beetroot. I don't know what else to say, it's quite crap. You can't get really worse. Now, beetroot stew, it heals up 3 hunger points, whatever you want to call them. However, it is not stackable. So, I'd argue that it's probably C tier. Because it's not stackable. Even fruit beetroots are quite easy to get. And if you do happen to farm them, you can get a decent food source. Okay, so our next one is dried kelp. Another one for garbage pile. Dried kelp, it heals up half a hunger point. Like, you can't get worse than it. These all heal up 1 or half a hunger point. Like, it's not good, and considering you have to actually put it through a smoker, it's just not good in general, honestly. Now, mushroom stew is the same category as... It would be the same category as beetroot soup. However, mushrooms aren't just as easy to come across. Not only that, it's also quite expensive for the general players. And generally, it's not the best. It heals up 3 hunger points, so it's not the best. And finally, we come to the last one in my inventory hotbar. We have sweet berries. Now, sweet berries fill up 1 hunger point, which is a tenth of your food in total, your food bar. However, considering that they're so easy to farm, I'd argue that they're above cookies, because cookies are just painful to make. And overall, I'd say sweet berries are probably better in general. Okay, so we moved on to the meats now. We're going to start with the raw, and then we're going to go ahead and get towards the processed meats. Or, I guess you can call them processed, because they are, kind of. So, raw chicken. Let's be honest. Okay, it feels up the same as a cookie. And it has a chance of giving you hunger. Now I'm feeling kind of bad for the cookie, so I might move it up at the end. Just because I'm kind of feeling bad, that has to go down with all these. All these crap foods are probably worse than it. But next we have raw mutton. And let's be honest, it's going here. Like, there's not much else to say for it. Same with rabbit. Rabbit isn't much better. So I guess rabbit goes here. And beef. Raw beef is the same. So it's going to go right here. Now, raw pork chop is a whole different story. Raw pork chop, well, it's actually not. It's just the same. So these are all the meats, essentially. Now, tropical fish, it's garbage. It is one of the worst foods. Not only are fish hard to get, but they're also generally bad. There's nothing really good about them. So, I don't really have much else to say about it. And raw salmon isn't much of a different story. It's quite trash on its own. So, same with cod. There's not really much else I can say for this. It's all just thing. And I'll definitely go through all this after, because I'm putting a lot of the raw meats down here. So I'll go through them and I'll see if I can bump some of them after. Now, rabbit stew. It might be one of the best things in terms of hunger, filling up half your hunger bar entirely with one thing, according to the Minecraft wiki. But, I'd say it's only probably a C tier because of how hard everything is to get. Like, you have to get a bowl, which isn't that hard in general, a carrot, a baked potato, a mushroom, and a cooked rabbit. And rabbit can be hard for some people. Some reasons it doesn't spawn, so it can be hard for some people. Now we're getting on to the actual meats. Now, chicken is it's a pretty good source of hunger. I would probably say it would go here. However, being easily farmable, I'd say it gets... Actually, you know what? You know what? Screw it, chicken. You're staying down there, because certain foods here are better than you. So next we got cooked mutton. Now, mutton is the same as chicken, so there's not really a difference. Cooked pork chop is slightly better, so I'd say that cooked pork chop goes here, and same with steak. Now, cooked rabbit is a different story. I'd say it probably will go here. Just because cooked rabbit's not easiest to find, as I already mentioned, so it's probably not the best. Now, cod and salmon both go here, because they're not the easiest thing to get in the world. If you don't live close to water that actually spawns them, they're not super easy to get. So, they're not the best food source. And that concludes this row of meat, so we'll move on to our next one. Now we're on to the good foods, the really good ones and the really bad ones too. So, golden carrots, we already know where they're going. Golden carrots are a supreme food source. You can get them from villager trading, and if you have enough emeralds, you can have like a lifetime supply of these. Golden apples are no different. Like, they're just good. Now, the thing about golden apples is that they're not easy to make if you can make them. And they're not really a sustainable food source because they're so rare. So, those are the 3 S tier ones right now. And yeah. We also have some pretty bad ones. So let's put the bad ones here. Poisonous potato, trash, spider eye trash, and rotten flesh. Now, rotten flesh actually is decent, so I'm thinking about putting it here. And you guys are probably thinking I'm crazy. I'm not. Rotten flesh is actually a decent food source. If you have, in the beginning, it's very good. If you can't start a farm in the beginning, or you have a lot of zombies around your house, and you have a lot of their leftover flesh, and it's really weird. And yeah. Now, honey bottles are probably the most weird one on this list. They're very weird. And I actually don't know where I should put these. I think I'm going to put them right here, because you can build a farm with them. However, I'd recommend rather using them for honey blocks, just because they're not that good. And for our last food source, the cake. This is the most controversial one on this list, and I'm going to give my opinion on the cake. I would say that the cake, yes, the cake, one of the OG foods in Minecraft, is only really a B tier. And here's my thing. First of all, it's non-stackable, which means it's not good for transportation. Second of all, it's a block. You have to place the cake. You have to place it, and you have to eat it, and you also can't break it and pick it back up. So, it's not great. It heals up a lot of food. It almost heals up your whole hunger bar. Like 7 out of 10 of your hunger points will get healed up. So it's pretty good, but overall, I'd say it's rather more for decoration. Not only that, but it's also really expensive. So I think right now, guys, I'm gonna go see if I can change up any of these, because I got a lot of foods down here. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna switch up some of these, and I'll come back to you guys when we're done that. Okay, guys, so I did some changes, and to show you the final list, I organized it more. So in S tier, we have the golden carrot, golden apple, and the enchanted golden apple. In the A tier, we have baked potatoes, pumpkin pie, beef, and pork chop, cooked pork chop. In the B tier, we have bread, we have cooked chicken, cooked mutton, cake, and rabbit stew. And in the C tier, we got apples, carrots, beetroot soup, cooked rabbit, honey, cooked cod, and cooked salmon. In the D tier, we have mushroom soup. We have sweet berries. We got all the raw meats. So mutton, rabbit, cow, whatever it's called. I don't care. It's raw beef and pork chop. I'm sorry, guys. I can't talk today. And then we also got beetroot, we got melons, potatoes, and rotten flesh. This one's gonna be controversial. I don't care though what your opinion is. This is my list. And for the F tier, the worst tier, cookies, chicken, dried kelp, spider eyes, poisonous potato, raw salmon, raw cod, and tropical fish. So, yeah, I guess that concludes the video, guys. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video, support my channel, so subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys next time.